then we'll start since everyone knows, I think knows the practice, then I can be more quiet, which is probably a relief.
Okay.
So we'll see who comes. In the space before you, visualize Buddhas and Bodhisattvas filling all of space. And then surrounding you are universal beings. And then develop some sort of faith or trust in the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and what they represent, what knowledge they possess. If we don't change our habits of mind, it makes it impossible for us to be free from our own individual suffering. It makes it hard to help others be free from their suffering. So it's with that sense of urgency or fear that we take refuge in beings that have more knowledge, more wisdom, more compassion than we do, so we can learn from them. And then we do the refuge prayer. So angyu jodo anzogi jonam jonju bordu dani gabzo ji dagi janso gipe zona jodo benju zangi jubo jubo zangyu jodo anzogi jonam janju bordu dani gabzo ji dagi janso gipe zona jodo benju zangi jubo jubo zangi jodo anzogi jonam Chanju Bordu Dani Gavzu Chi Dagi Janzo Gibe Zona Chula Venju Zangi Jupo and then develop a sense of regret for all those actions of body, speech, and mind that we've engaged in since beginning this time. That creates obstacles and make it difficult for us to achieve our own liberation from suffering, and make it impossible for us to help beings achieve their own liberation from suffering. Above the crown of your head, seated upon a lotus and moon seat, a Vajrasattva father and mother. Their bodies are white. Each has one face and two arms. He holds a dorje and bell, and she a curved knife and skull cup. They're embracing each other. The father is adorned with 6 mudras, the mother with 5. He sits in the Vajra posture and she in the lotus. Vajrasattva is your guru, the holy mind of all the Buddhas, the Dharmakaya, who out of unbearable compassion, which embraces you and all other sentient beings, appears in this form to purify you and all others. On the moon disk of Vajrasattva's heart stands a hum, encircled by a garland of 100-syllable mantra. A powerful stream of white nectar flows from the hum and mantra garland, and you are cleansed of all sickness, spirit harm, negative karma, and obscurations. Oh, Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO SUPO ANURAKTO TSAME SHRIYAM KURU BHAGAVAN TATHAGATA MAME Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA ANURAKTO Sarvasina me payasa sarvakarma sutame SHRIYAM KURU Bhagavan Sarvatagata Vajramame Vajrasattva Masamaya Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA SUTAGAYA SUPAGAYA ANURAKTO Sarvasina me payasa sarvakarma sutame SHRIYAM KURU Bhagavan Sarvatagata Vajramame Vajrasattva Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA SUPAGAYA ANURAKTO Sarvasina me payasa sarvakarma sutame SHRIYAM KURU Sarvatagata Vajramame Vajrasattva Masamaya Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA SUPAGAYA ANURAKTO Sarvasina me payasa sarvakarma sutame SHRIYAM KURU Bhagavan Sarvatagata Vajramame Vajrasattva Masamaya Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA SUPAGAYA ANURAKTO Sarvasina me payasa sarvakarma sutame SHRIYAM KURU Bhagavan Sarvatagata Vajramame Vajrasattva Masamaya Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA SUPAGAYA ANURAKTO Sarvasina me payasa sarvakarma sutame SHRIYAM KURU Bhagavan Sarvatagata Vajramame Vajrasattva Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA SUPAGAYA ANURAKTO Sarvasina me payasa sarvakarma sutame SHRIYAM KURU Bhagavan Sarvatagata Vajramame Vajrasattva Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA SUPAGAYA ANURAKTO Sarvasina me payasa sarvakarma sutame SHRIYAM KURU Bhagavan Sarvatagata Vajramame Vajrasattva Masamaya Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA Manupalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA JIDO SUTAKAYAM SUTAKAYAM ANURAKTO SARVASINYAM SHRIYAM KURU BHAGAVAN TATHAGATA VAJRA SAMAYA Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA SUPAKAYAM ANURAKTO SARVASINYAM SARVAKARMA TSAME SHRIYAM KURU BHAGAVAN TATHAGATA VAJRA MAME Samaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA Sudagayame Baba, Subagayame Baba, Anarakame Baba, Sarazina Mebiasa Sarakame Suzume, Sirin Guru, Saratagata Vashamami, Vajraba, Masmaya Sava, Deo, Vajasava Samaya, Manupalaya, Vajasava Denapatita, Jinameva, Sudagayame Baba, Subagayame Baba, Anarakame Baba, Sarasina Mebiasa Sarakame Suzume, Sirin Guru, Bhagavan, Saratagata Vashamami, Vajraba, Masmaya Sava, Deo, Vajasava Samaya, Manabaya, Vajasavadino Vadida, Junameva, Sudagayameva, Subagayameva, Enrakameva, Sarasina Mepia, Sarakam, Siranjim Guru, Bhagavan, Zavadagada, Vajamami, Zavajava, Smayasava, Dio, Vajasavasamaya, Manabaya. Vajasavadino Vadida, Junameva, Sudagayameva, Subagayameva, Enrakameva, Sarasina Mepia, Sarakam, Siranjim Guru, Bhagavan. So we did a bit of vision, Mammy was a visual, Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Patita Jina Mebava Sudagaya Mebava Subagaya Mebava Anurakta Mebava Sarasini Mebava Sarakama Sisame Sinishim Guru Bhagavan Saritata Vajramami was a Vajrabhava Samaya Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Patita Jina Mebava Sudagaya Mebava Subagaya Mebava Anurakta Mebava Sarasini Mebava Sarakama Sisame Sinishim Guru THATHAGATA VAJRAMAMI VAJRAVA MUSMAYA Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Patita Jinameva Sudakaya Meva Subakaya Meva Anarakta Meva Sarasini Mepia Sarakama Tsame Sijanshim Guru Bhagavan THATHAGATA VAJRAMAMI VAJRAVA MUSMAYA Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Patita Jinameva Sudakaya Meva Subakaya Meva Anarakta Meva Sarasini Mepia Sarakama Tsame Sijanshim Guru Bhagavan THATHAGATA VAJRAMAMI VAJRAVA MUSMAYA Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Patita Jinameva Sudagaya Meva Subagaya Meva Anarakta Meva Sarasini Mepia Sarakama Tsame Sijanshim Guru Bhagavan THATHAGATA VAJRAMAMI Oh, Master is a the which is of which is of which is of Oh, which is of 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 Oh, which is of which is of From the crown of your head, Guru Vajrasattva says, son of the race, your negativities, obscurations, or broken and damaged pledges have been completely purified. Generate strong faith that they have been completely purified, just as Guru Vajrasattva has said. Think, before Guru Vajrasattva, I vow never again to commit those negative actions from which I can easily abstain, and to not commit for a day, an hour, or at least a few seconds those negative actions from which I find it difficult to abstain. So Guru Vajrasattva, father and mother, are extremely pleased with your pledge. And they dissolve into light, and the light descends through the crown of your head, filling your body with white light, purifying all the obscurations and karma created by the body. And then descends to the throat, filling the body with red light, purifying the karma and obscurations created by the speech. And then descends to the center of the chest by the blue light, purifying negative karma and obscurations created by the mind. And then imagining all red, white, pardon me, white, red, and blue lights fill your body, purifying all your negative karma and obscurations. And imagine your body is crystal clear, totally purified, and all the bodies of living beings everywhere similarly purified. There's no suffering anywhere in the universe. And then we think, to the best of our ability, our understanding of emptiness. So this is to say from the Prasangika Madhyamaka school, which is the school of that's considered highest in Tibetan Buddhism. So you reflect that in the ultimate analysis, phenomena do not have intrinsic nature, or do not exist from their own side, or do not truly exist, or do not really exist. And then in the conventional analysis, phenomena exist by mere imputation in name and label. Merely labeled by the mind on an appropriate basis of designation. So conventionally they exist that way, merely labeled by the mind. And in the ultimate analysis, do not have intrinsic nature. And we think of all the energy, the merit we've created, so as a group we've created and people have organized this event, and set up the technology, printed the booklets, all that kind of, how I think of everyone that's involved. Also, this merit that you've created was can be dedicated. So in emptiness, there is no I, creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma. There is no negative karma created. Due to all the merits of the 3 times collected by me, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and all other sentient beings, which appear to be real from there, but which are empty. May the I, which appears to be real but is empty, achieve Kuru Vajrasattva's alignment, which appears to be real but is empty, and lead all sentient beings who appear to be real but are totally empty to that alignment, which appears to be real but is empty, by myself alone, which appears to be real but is also totally empty, non-existent from there. The precious bodhicitta, the source of all happiness and success for myself and all other sentient beings, be generated with my mind and in the minds of all sentient beings without even a second's delay, and may that which has been generated be increased. May all other sentient beings of Lama as our direct gurus in all their lifetimes never be separated for even a second from the pure path that is greatly praised by the conquered Buddhas, and actualize the complete path, the 3 principal paths and the 2 stages of High Sutra Tantra, the root of which is Guru devotion within the minds as quickly as possible. Pardon me, within our minds as quickly as possible. Just as brave Manjushri and Samanta Vajra realize things as they are, I dedicate all these virtues in the best way that I may follow after them. Whatever dedication the 3-time victorious ones gone to Blessed Mara does best in the same way, I also perfectly dedicate all these roots of virtue so I may perform good works. As we dedicate to long lives of our spiritual teachers, may we always from our side see the best in their qualities. We always work to fulfill their wishes whenever it's possible or reasonable. And may we never be separated from them, from life to life. And then if we haven't found our teachers yet, may we find them in this very moment, or find them as quickly as possible. A means of our virtue. Never be separated from the teachings of Tsongkhapa and the other schools of Tibetan Buddhism. Sakya, Kagyu, Nyingma. May we never be separated from teaching or from the 4 wheels of the Mahayana vehicle path of renunciation, bodhicitta, pure beyond emptiness, and 2 stages of tantric practice. May all those that think about us, remember us, dream of us, speak to us, hear our voices, see our bodies, see our images, speak our names, touch our bodies like us, haters, hurt us, up to the point of killing us, may they never be in the lower realms. May those you qualified Mahayana teachers and friends and we become enlightened at every moment. May all quarreling, fighting, conflict around the world instantly cease in this very moment. May all the non-human beings that are suffering, hell beings, hungry ghosts, animals, demigods, gods, and any other beings that haven't been classified, then may they have every kind of happiness. Free from every kind of suffering, may they become completely enlightened Buddhas as quickly as possible. May all the environmental problems of this earth instantly cease, in order that those who practice the Dharma may continue to practice in peace, those who are about to begin practicing the Dharma may begin in peace, and those who have to hear the Dharma may hear it in peace. May all the mundane needs of beings be met, so food, shelter, medicine, companionship, and so on. May every being have everything they need. And then may all the spiritual goals of beings be met. May people become monks or nuns. May they find their teachers, build monasteries, texts, or read texts, memorize texts, debates, whatever. However, they meditate, go on retreat, all those, there's so many things to do. Then may all those things come into fruition. And may we support those beings whenever we can, whenever possible. May institutions that support human development have every resource they need, money, volunteers, praise, and so forth. So institutions like Tutu Norgaling, but there's all kinds of places, and they have everything they need. May all the beings who have died, or who have begun the process of dying, or who have found out that they'll die very soon, may they be totally free of fear. May they become instantly well. And if they can't become well, then may they transition in peace. And may they become enlightened in the bardo. And if that's impossible, may they become human, be qualified Mahayana teachers and friends, and become Buddha in that very lifetime. At the very least, no matter what happens to us, whether we become Buddhists, whether we stay Buddhists or not, whatever suffering we experience in our lives, at the very least, may we always have kind, warm, gentle heart that's more concerned about the benefit of others than over our interests. So may we always put the interests of others just slightly ahead of our own interests for as long as we can, no matter what happens. Okay. Maybe just a special dedication so that all diseases everywhere can be eradicated, especially COVID, but there are many diseases people suffer from, malaria and so forth. So may all diseases everywhere be eradicated. May people have all the support, medical support, and that they need. Okay, it's 8:45. Thank you so much. Nice to see you all. I will see you again.